So to me, it appears that the Democratic Party is toast, okay? Because they had Biden up on stage and this man was just saying some crazy things where you had to look back and be like, what? Because none of this stuff is making any sense, all right? So what I'm referring to are two things in particular, okay? One where Biden is naming Trump as his vice president and misgendering, which I thought we're not supposed to do. Okay. And then the other one was Biden also saying that Vladimir Putin of Russia is Ukraine's president. We'll play the video.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky.
So as you can see, yes, but Joe Biden, I don't know, we know he is demented, okay? I don't understand why the Democratic Party is willing to put him out on stage as opposed to just allowing Bernie Sanders, who was polling very well before, as opposed to just putting him out there, okay? But they're like, no, we don't want Bernie, even though Bernie would do for the people what needs to be done. So instead, they're like, okay, well, we'll put Joe Biden. Well, now Joe Biden, as you've seen, he said, I'm so happy to have my vice president, Donald Trump. She is great. I thought we aren't supposed to misgender people, okay? Because that's pretty much what happened, okay? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. So you're over here, you're so out of your mind. It just is what it is. It's not to be mean or anything. It just is what it is. You're so out of your mind. You're mentally ill at this point. And you think your opponent, Donald Trump of the Republican Party, somehow has magically became your vice president. Kamala Harris is just, I guess she just disappeared. And you think he is a she. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Okay? You can't make this up. If you were to have Bernie Sanders up there, that's different. You could have him up there. Many people, Bernie Sanders was polling. He was getting the younger vote too. He was getting people wanting to get out and vote. But then when you are like, nah, we're going to mess you over. Let's go and have Biden, replace you. It's like, well, why? Why would I give this man my vote? And he hasn't done anything. They keep talking about them dang student loans. They keep talking about the Roe versus Wade. They talk about everything else and how this is an issue. Then we're like, okay, well, give us some money for fresh out. Meanwhile, you got enough money to go and give people overseas, other countries for war and crime, So that's the thing, So I was just like, really? I mean, how many more signs do y'all need? How about one more? Okay. Then he's standing there. He's like, man, this person is so brave and courageous and they're so amazing. And the president of Ukraine, everybody, let's bring out Vladimir Putin. What? And there was a video where you see Zelensky, okay, where you see Zelensky and you see Biden side by side. So when Biden's saying what he's saying, Zelensky, you can see his reaction. And Zelensky's like, oh, Vladimir Putin, I beat Vladimir Putin. I'm trying to beat Vladimir Putin. And what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? He goes off, starts talking about how he's also polling well in Israel. I'm like, is that a U.S. territory? Last time I checked, is that part of the United States? No, it's not. So why does that matter? Because then he was like, it was so crazy. There was another part. He's like, yeah, I'm polling better in Israel, but some of my other people here can't say that, can they? They don't vote for the U.S. election. They don't vote for the U.S. election. So I'm like, why would you even bring something like that up when their vote doesn't matter because they're not US citizens? I mean, I guess I don't get where something wasn't connecting for me, you know. So that was the thing, you know. I'm just like, y'all, just I don't get how much more do we need to go through? Honestly, how much more do we need to go through? The guy is demented. The guy is ill. He doesn't even know. And people say, well, Donald Trump, he messes up names and yada, yada, yada. Whoopi Goldberg on The View just recently had a thing where she was talking about, like, I don't care. Literally, I'm not making this up. She literally said, I don't care if Biden poops his pants. Oh, we all have poopy days. You know, I wouldn't mind voting for him still unless he could really prove to me that he can't run the country. Then she was saying, like, well, we all have poopy days, but I mean, I'm not the president of the United States. Then you don't get to have a bad day. That's not how that works. When you are the president, you can't just be like, well, I'm going to just have a bad day for about a week now, y'all. Oh, the debate. Oh, I had 2 weeks to prep for that. Well, it's a bad day, y'all. You know, vote for me. No, that's not how that works. Because a leader, you're supposed to be the leader, the president, you're supposed to be the leader. So if you look weak or ill, why would I want you to lead me? You know, that doesn't make any sense. You know, it's like, how much more does one person need to say? How much more do you need to see? Open your eyes, you know, stick your head out the window. How much more do you need to see before you're like, yo, this dude's toast? You know, I don't get it personally. The guy is not well. You know, I'm like, is this man okay? And then, you know, Kamala, she comes out every once in a blue moon pandering. And I'm like, what? Don't y'all get paid good money for this? Y'all not getting paid $50,000 for these jobs. So I guess I'm not understanding. You're getting paid well. You got all the benefits and all the extra stuff. Why do y'all act like y'all can't get your stuff together? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all supposed to have the top-notch people, and y'all are running this like some crazy circus. But let me know what you all think down below.